Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Really appreciate your time. So, today I'm here to talk about the current rising that is happening across the country, across the world, in our hearts, in our souls, hopefully all the way up. We're definitely acting right now. Compassion, found some destruction, a lot of compassion still. We're speaking up. We see a bigger vision. We just got to bring some balance. And I'm here to offer a vision towards balance and hopefully a peaceful rising. A peaceful, demanding rising. Because it's hard to gain a rising through non-doing. I have some suggestions for that too. They actually come from my friend Casey. I'll shoot those out real fast. He suggests that we just stop doing everything. Like we need to stock up on food and then just shut down the city. No one go to work. No one do anything. Just don't operate and see what happens. See what happens to the city. But for a public protest, this is what I have to offer. So I was challenged the other day because I believe in nonviolence. I believe in being a martyr, and I believe it's dangerous to be a solo martyr. It is definitely respectful and something to do, and it's not something I did over the weekend. And I feel like I would love to build a team of people that are awakened enough to their instinct to rise together and show a demonstration of peace that I don't think has been seen in America. I think it's been growing, but I think we can make it huge, and it could be freaking amazing. Okay, so here's the vision. Here's what we got going on. Right now, people are out there, and people are walking with their hands up, and they're being peaceful, and they're still getting sprayed, they're still getting stomped on, they're still getting pushed over while they walk away. And them walking and talking back and yelling at them, or engaging in any level of conflict with the oppressor, gives rise and pieces of information for people to look at and say they did wrong, their cause isn't right. And so what we need to do is eliminate that. That also includes the burning of the buildings, the destruction of the buildings, destruction in general. I fully understand it. I kind of embrace it. I think it's dope. I was listening to some of the stories. It's like, whoa, what an experience. Like, I'm glad I heard it. I'm glad you guys did it. Some people are like skateboarding in construction buildings and like really just showing that like we don't care about materials. Like, fuck your materials. And so that's kind of cool, but like it's also a lot of destruction and a lot of sadness that comes with it. And if we had a better system, it wouldn't be quite as much sadness because we could fix it. And that's what I mentioned in my last video. And so the solution is to gather people, and we need to teach first our inner selves, our inner rising. And that means things like being able to dance for extended periods of time, being able to not eat for a while, for at least a day, and then understanding the goal, understanding the vision, and what that means, and what we need to do as a group. And then from there, what we would do is we would go to a city or a block, and we'd have a bunch of drummers. And we'd have a big drum circle going. Inside the drum circle, we'd have some fire spinners going. On the outside of that, we'd have some kundalini dancers And we have some just like other prop spinners going too. Really just doing their thing. Making sure we're moving our bodies. Okay, and then so we had that group. And then around that everyone is dancing. Okay, dancing. And we can either be a mobile group or a sedentary group. If we're a stationary group, which will probably be better for resources, but you need a little more organization for that. You would have the resources on the inside, water, stuff like that, food, just basic stuff, some like cooking supplies, some camping tools, and like just rice and beans, just tons of rice and beans. And then on the outside of the perimeter, you'd have people laying down on the ground, maybe 2 rows thick. Okay, and those people would be the people that are tired of dancing, that are tired of moving their bodies and expressing. And so if you get tired from dancing, you'd lay down, you'd either rest there or you'd keep chanting, or you'd go out and get some food or water, depending on what our accessibility is to movement. That's why we have some on the inside too, so we have some backup. We should be able to not eat for a while, that way we don't need to be eating a lot there. And then we'd be doing chants. We'd be doing inclusive chants that you guys are already doing, things that are being successful right now of getting them to kneel, getting them to join. But there'd be a playful spirit inside of the respect and the showmanship and the appreciation for the person, for the fallen one. And so while we're dancing, while we're moving, we'd be yelling shit like, don't shoot, just dance. Don't shoot, just dance. Don't shoot, just dance. Don't shoot, just dance. And then the people on the outside would be laying there, being like, "Don't step on me. Don't stomp on me. Don't step on me. Don't stomp on me. Don't dance on me. Don't step on me." And they'd just be chilling, yelling that. They'd be yelling that at the cops and the outside crew and the inside crews, making sure no one's stepping on them while they're making a nice little barricade for us. And then from there, we would just be growing that entity. It'd become a dance party, and you'd be trying to get as many people as you could. If you could get the whole city just in there dancing. And on the moving, on the stationary one, if they start attacking or doing stuff, we just keep dancing, okay? Because dancing doesn't show any threat. And then if our fire and our dangerous stuff is on the inside, then we're showing control, and then we can be yelling. We can just be burning all night. We can just keep the fire going, showing that we can have these weapons, these tools, and we can use them and not use them for destruction, but we can use them in a celebration and still shut down the city, but shut down the city with a big dance party. And yeah, and then the moving one would be if the cops start engaging, we would stay as like a flocking crew, making sure we're defending each other. But then we would just dance away. Instead of walking away and engaging, just dancing away. And then instead of having the cops kneel, we'd be asking the cops to dance. And we'd be saying, "Come dance with us. Come dance with us. Join our dance. Join the dance. Join the dance." And then yeah, get them to join. And then hopefully the whole city will be dancing, and just keep it going until the outside people are working on legislation, because not everyone can dance, and dancing isn't the solution. We really need paperwork. Dancing is just the expression and the constructive growth of the people, demonstrating our resilience, our ability to withstand dance within the pain, grow together, share together, and be inclusive. And then we would be working together to stop looting and trying to not. It'd be very clear who's looting and who's not looting because we would be dancing. So if you were looting and dancing, then stop doing that, please, because then you're going to confuse people. But that's the vision, and I think it's what we need is a gathering of people first, like a militia, a militia of joy and a militia of awe and expression and art, where we could just have like cello artists out there like playing their instruments and there's just a ton of instruments and just a huge dance party where we're just locking it down. That way, if they start beating us and we just like keep dancing, or they start beating us and we all lay down, then we show what they are. Okay, because I've been seeing some things out there where people are referencing like Martin Luther King, and when anyone says he did this peacefully, why can't we do it peacefully? The thing they say is, yeah, he did it peacefully, but he still got murdered in the end. And my response to that is it's sad that he got murdered, but that's what you do when you try to make a change. Is that you make boulders roll, and sometimes you end up underneath the boulder. When you move mountains, the explosion can kill you, and that's an effect of wave interference. And if you're being destructive, anytime you're trying to make a change, you're being destructive to the system that is in place, and the people who run that system are going to cause interference, either in a beating or an attack. If they're civil, hopefully it's just an intellectual conversation and they recognize the people want this, and then we make the change. But right now, that doesn't seem like where we are, and we have a lot of assassinations, murder, weird things going on. So he was murdered in the process, but he was a martyr. There's a process of being a martyr, and if you're going to be in a protest and you're going to go out and speak about a grand change and speak against and speak up for the people that were killed, you are taking the place of a martyr. And I recommend you be really careful out there because they are shooting rubber bullets. They are using tear gas. Rubber bullets can hit your skull and give you brain bleeds. A couple of people have died in the process. So just really be careful out there. Understand what you're doing, what you're putting at risk here, because you're being a martyr. And then anyone that's joining our Kundalini Rising Dance Party is also a martyr. So if they start beating us and they start doing stuff to us, we just have to keep dancing. We just have to keep chanting. We just need to keep trying to include them. Like, don't beat on us. Join us in the dance. Don't beat on us. Join us in dance. Like, just keep showing that we love them and keep dancing and make sure people are filming it, live streaming it, because we have so much power now. We can just show the world. People look disgusting. Like I am so ashamed of our system, of the people who are supposed to be taking care of us, based on the videos I've seen. Like, not all of you. I bless a lot of you. A lot of you are fantastic. Same as the rioters and the protesters. Protesters aren't the same as rioters. Good cops aren't the same as bad cops. Like, we need to have systems in place that are de-powering the cops, that are giving power to the people, that are showing and rating these cops because they are doctors, they are healers, they are the people who are our first responders that are supposed to be there for us, and they're not being there for us. And it would be better if we trained ourselves to be there for us, and then had less power with them, so they're not influencing us. And that's all the paperwork stuff. That's not the side I'm interested in. Maybe eventually I'll do some paperwork for the cause. But right now it's just drumming and singing and dancing and moving and gathering and teaching people how to make their energy rise, and being able to share their energy so that we can share together and try to bring some coherence into these protests, and not just coherence, but turn the peaceful protest into a demonstration of strength, a demonstration of togetherness, a demonstration of a want to have others join. And then if we can make it a huge dance party, it'd be freaking lit. Be sick. So much love. Thanks for listening. Again, I think the big we're experiencing a lot of fire right now, and that's cool and all, but it's not cool when it burns down an old man's donut shop that has nothing to do with stuff. Like it's, but it was cool watching it burn, and whoever lit it, I bet it was really fun and stuff like that. But it's like we can express and we can do cooler stuff. We can make fireworks and blast them off. We can burn. Okay, so I'm gonna burn for y'all. Hope you enjoy it. Maybe I'll burn for you. We'll see. Yep, I will. Hope you enjoy it. My words are over. Now it's just fire. Just fire. Much love. Reach out, website, Become the Flow, on my email if you want to join me. I'm going to be talking to some people. I'm going to be gathering my group, to be prepared for the next cause. So we can go out there and do something new, do something intense, do something lit, do something on fire. Press our cause, chant it, be martyrs, stand in our place, but don't stand. We'll dance. We'll get everyone to dance. We'll eat some food. We'll sleep. We'll chant. We'll do it again. We'll keep doing it. And we'll make anyone who's trying to stop us look like the sick fucks they are. Okay? Much love.